In this video, I'll reveal how much Mrs. Compounding Investor and I won with the full amount of £50,000 each in premium bonds over the last 6.5 years and how it compares to the expected return. Surely that's got to be worth a quick tap of that like button. This is not financial advice and premium bonds are not suitable for everyone. To begin with, let's recap on what premium bonds are. Premium bonds are a tax-efficient way of saving for UK residents aged 16 or over. To open an account, you need to visit the National Savings and Investment website. Each bond you buy has a value of £1, but the minimum you can buy at any one time is £25. The maximum you are allowed to hold in premium bonds is currently £50,000. Your money is safe and is backed by the UK government. If you ever need to withdraw your money, then you can do this just like a savings account and you will have your money in just a few working days. Instead of receiving interest on your savings, everyone's interest is effectively bundled together and then split into thousands of different sized prizes. The prizes are randomly distributed each month and you never know what you are going to win. You might receive nothing at all, or you could win a prize ranging from the smallest at £25 to the largest of £1 million, and there are 2 lucky winners of the jackpot million each month. Each £1 bond has an equal chance of winning a prize. You can of course win several prizes in a given month. Remember, you never lose your original investment. It's only the interest which effectively gets entered into the draw each month. The more bonds you own, the more chances you have of winning a prize. As of July 2025, the prize rate is 3.8%. The chances of winning a prize is 22,000 to 1. So this means if you had £22,000 in bonds, as a very rough guide, you could expect to win 1 prize a month on average. I started buying premium bonds in 2015. My largest block size was £15,000 and my smallest was £1,000. The average block size was £3,300. Mrs. Compounding Investor also started buying bonds in 2015. Her largest block size was £6,000 and the smallest was £25, as prizes were reinvested. The average block size was £980. So how did we do? Well, in 2019, the mean expected return based on the headline prize rate of 1.4% was £700 for the year. But we both managed to win nothing for the whole year, even with £50,000 each invested. The bad run continued into the May of 2020, but then in June we started winning. The blue bars are my prize wins for that year and the purple bars are for Mrs. C. The mean prize rate was also 1.4% that year, with expected total prizes of £675. And here are our winnings for the year. Once again, we underperformed the headline rate, and with premium bonds this is quite common because of the way the prizes are structured. The median is more realistic, but NS&I always quote the mean prize rate, which will be higher and perhaps a little misleading. This screen shows my prize breakdown. 4 prizes for both July and September. Mrs. C won a total of 7 prizes in June of that year. Every month I give an update of all my passive income, including my premium bond wins. Why not subscribe to follow the journey? On into 2021 now, and I had a couple of good months in March and May with £100 in each. And it was only November when I didn't win any prizes. Mrs. C won at least 1 prize a month, except in January and July that year. The mean yearly rate was only 1%, with the expected return being just £500 for the year. I managed to exceed this with a total of £575, and Mrs. C winning £475. Here is my prize breakdown for 2021, and here is Mrs. C's. You can see that all prizes were £25 in value. In 2022, I had 2 decent months in July and September. The prize rate that year had increased to 1.5% and the expected return was £725. And as you can see here, we were both below it. July and September gave me the highest number of prizes and the largest amounts, but all individual prizes were £25. Mrs. C won at least 1 prize every month except for February and March. In 2023, I had an unbelievably good year, which I may never see the likes of again. Apart from January, I won a prize every month, with huge wins in March, May, August and September. The prize rate had increased to 3.8% with an expected return of £1,900. But as you can see here, I comfortably beat it that year with total winnings of £3,075. Mrs. C won a total of £1,075 that year. In terms of the number of prizes won, March was the best month with a total of 6, and in May I won a single prize valued at £500. Mrs. C won 4 prizes in October, and throughout the year quite a few £100 prizes. In 2024, it was the turn of Mrs. C to have an outstanding year with massive wins in February and May of that year. July was the only month when only one of us won something. The expected prize rate grew again to 4.4%, which equates to a return of £2,210. I was well below this, but Mrs. C beat it easily with total prizes adding up to £3,650 for the year. In terms of number of wins, November was my best month with 5 individual prizes. And here is Mrs. C's best ever year. Notice in May she won 4 prizes, including one valued at £1,000. In December she won her biggest number of prizes with 6 in total. And now for 2025, with 6 months gone. So far this year I've managed to win at least one prize every month. Mrs. C didn't win in May, but her win in January was the best so far this year. The mean prize rate at the time of this video is 3.8% with an expected return of £1,900 for the year. If we achieve the same level of success for the rest of the year, we are on track for the following amounts. But this is just a prediction based on results for the first 6 months. Here is the prize breakdown of my wins so far. March had the highest number of wins with 4 prizes. Mrs. C's best month this year was January with 3 £100 prizes. So let's look at the overall mean returns since 2019, when we both held the maximum of £50,000 in bonds. The expected return based on the headline rate was £1,225 a year, or 2.45%. My results were significantly below this, with an average of £1,075 per year, or 2.15%. Mrs. C did a bit better with an average of £1,125 a year, or 2.25%. Remember, for the second half of 2025, I'm using projected results based on the performance of the last 6 months. Now you may be thinking that a return of around 2% a year is absolutely dreadful, and I'd have to agree. But I use premium bonds only as my emergency fund, kept out of the market on purpose, so I can allow my shares to compound over time undisturbed. So how do premium bonds stack up against a range of other assets? To find out, click this video here.